All right. It says I'm live. I'm not really sure. I haven't done this in a long time. So maybe if somebody pops in, I can say, "Hey, can you hear me? Is anyone out there?"
Earth to planet, Earth to planet.
Yeah, yeah. It's a boring day today. Like the holiday kind of threw me off. Today feels like it should be Friday, but it's not. It's just Thursday. I don't know. And all I've been wanting to do is sleep because there's nothing to do. And I've just been wanting to sleep. What's up, Click and Cliff? Good to see you. You're the first. I knew I could count on you. I knew it. I was just talking about it's been a boring day. The girls are upstairs watching the new Bluey episodes, which makes me a little jealous because I'd like to watch them too. So they may actually come in here and interrupt, but that's just what's gonna happen. Hey Brett Builds, hope you're doing good. But yeah, Monday's got me thrown off. Today should be Friday, and I don't know why it matters. I do the same thing every single day of the week. The only thing about the weekends is the girls are home. Hold on just a second. So they're wanting to know when mommy's going to be home. I'm wanting to know when mommy's going to be home too, because then I can continue doing nothing. I had to cook dinner or whatever. We're going to have some chicken tonight. I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight. Probably going to do some shake and bake because I helped. Any of y'all ever eat any shake and bake? I'm not talking about the crap from Talladega Nights. I'm talking about the actual little, I don't know what you'd call it. It's like a breading. You shake the chicken up in it, and it covers the bread. I don't. It covers the chicken. I don't know. It's pretty good. I probably won't eat much of it. I'm just. I don't mind going out and ordering food. I can eat just about anything, but when I cook it, I just don't want it. Like I don't want to eat. I don't want chicken, but I don't want anything else I would cook either. We don't have a lot to choose from. It's time to go to Wally World and pick up some groceries. So that'll have to happen. Maybe I should do that tomorrow while the girls are at school or something. I just I hate leaving the house. I'm just not a people person, and I'm lazy. It's hard for me to get motivated. So that usually causes an issue. I guess y'all can hear me. That would be pretty important, I think. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this for. It may only be for like 10 minutes. I don't know. My whole room is a mess, as you can see. I got nowhere to put Lego. There's a few things I might take apart, but I don't think I'm going to fool with that today. I don't think I'm going to fool with it. I'm trying to drink water because I just found out my blood sugar's high. I'm getting to that age. It runs in my family. So I guess I need to do something about that. Cut out drinking sodas. Basically, just lose everything that's important to me in life, like food, Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew. I looked up because I vape, and the vape that I use has some sort of flavoring that makes it like a sweet taste. And I looked up to see if vape liquid could affect your blood sugar, and it said that no tests have proven that it can. Because I was thinking, because I had to fast 8 hours before I took my blood work the other day, and then when it came back, my blood sugar was high. I was like, but I don't know. I've just never had that problem, but I also don't get blood work done a lot. Pepsi Zero, Ew. I might try it. I just don't know. Like I tried the Mountain Dew Zero, and in my opinion, I'd rather just not even drink Mountain Dew if I had to do the zero. I just like every once in a while I like to have some carbonation, but I can't drink sparkling water because it's just too much carbonation. Now I do like Sprite Zero, but I'm not a huge Sprite drinker, really. Like, it's not my favorite, but I can drink it and I can't really tell too much of a difference. But I don't know, man. I ain't got much that I look forward to more than eating, and I really don't want to have to change everything I eat. But like I usually only eat once a day anyway. So you think that I wouldn't. Man, I got pneumonia. I lost a bunch of weight. Now I've gained it back, and that's depressing. I have been drinking more soda lately. I went for a while where I was only drinking water and Prime, which if you haven't tried Prime, it's really good. Most of them only have 1 or 2 grams of sugar in it, and then it has less sodium than like a Powerade does or a Gatorade. So you don't have to worry about the sodium intake as much either. But I'm out of those. Zisu said the original comment disappeared. Well, it's probably because you called me a bunch of bad names, and I got a setting that takes care of that. So thanks a lot, Sultan Fuss. I'm just kidding. Good to see you. 2SE. What? Oh, yeah. That's me. I haven't shaved in 2 weeks. I've only bathed like maybe twice. Yeah, sexy went through. Oh, did it tell you that it couldn't go through? Yeah, I've had that problem too. And I was like, I typed sexy and I was like, what's wrong with that? I mean, I was calling a couple guys sexy, but what's wrong with that? But anyway, Z is hitting on. Well, it's about time. I've been trying to put out my pheromones or whatever they're called to try to lure them in. It's taking a long time. I really wish we could figure out how long we've actually known each other, especially me, you, and Cliff, because it has to have been a couple years by now, I would think. Yeah, what's up, dude, Jude? Dude, Jude's working today, I think. This is my last water. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to drink. Last time I tried to drink tap water, it tasted like dirt, and I think I'm just spoiled. What's up, Jacob Neely? Good to see you. Jacob says, on my way to work, and I can thankfully say I have shaved. Okay, well, that's good. Do you work with the public, or are you like back behind the? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, this is my last water, and I don't want to go to the store because, as I stated earlier, I don't like leaving the house. I don't like big crowds and whatnot. But yeah, dude, I don't know because we got some Sprite, but it's the regular Sprite. So my wife messaged me a little bit ago and says she's going to be late, which is kind of her thing here lately. She's been really busy, which is great for the paycheck, but I would much rather her be home. Zishu says, LOL, Cliff, Daredevil and Daredevil sound like two very different shows. Oh, he did say, okay. Have you been watching more of it, Cliff? I thought about watching some today, but I didn't know if that was something we were going to try to do together. Yeah, and I know Sprite didn't have caffeine, so that's one good thing about it. I don't know. I may just have to break down and go to Wally World. I went to the gas station at 3 o'clock this morning because I couldn't sleep. I went to the gas station and got me a bag of Doritos, a Three Musketeers, 2 Pepsis, and a Mountain Dew. And I'm happy to say the only things left is a Pepsi. I've eaten and drank everything else. So there you go. Yeah, I thought Daredevil was going pretty good. I'm interested in watching some more of it. And I didn't watch anything last night. I couldn't stay in the bed because my legs. And I got restless leg syndrome, but I get it in my elbows too. I don't know if that's crazy or if it's even a real thing, but it feels like it gets in my elbows. So I couldn't sit still. And it was after 3 o'clock before I finally fell asleep. Cliff says, yes, sir, but I can rewatch it. Zisu says, truly thought you meant Dear Devil. I thought it might be a horror film. Dear Devil, I'm writing to tell you you're late on your car payment. Anyone else prefer 7 Up over Sprite? I don't know. It's been so long since I had 7 Up. Do they still make 7 Up? I can't say I've seen one in a while. 7 Up. Let's look it up. 7 Up. Are you still alive? Do you exist? Yeah, it says you can buy it at Walmart. Ooh, they even have the powdered drink mix. I'm not a big fan of most of the powdered drink mixes because to me they taste like, even when it's all dissolved, it has some weird powdery taste to me, which I know is crazy. Let's see. Jacob says sometimes depends on my mood, honestly. And Cliff says Sprite's a lot better. Um, but anyway, yeah. So most of the time, those powder drinks that you put in the water and you mix up, for some reason they still taste powder to me. But the Prime, I got some Prime and powder, and it was pretty good. You have to like, it wouldn't dissolve all the way, no matter how much I would shake it. So I left it in the refrigerator for a little while, and it finally dissolved all the way. Zisu says, I don't know why, but yes, I prefer 7 Up, but also a local soda hits way harder. What is it? That's not also, that's L8. L8. Never heard of it. Maybe one day I can get up where you are and have some L8. Sounds like you should have alcohol in it. Uh-oh. I'm getting messages. Oh, that's funny. So I've been streaming for almost 12 minutes, and it's just now telling me that somebody signed into my Google account. It's a little too late to do the right thing now. All right. I pronounced it correctly. Hey, Triple D. Triple D loves L8. Well, now I feel like I'm missing out. Jacob says, I feel Sprite has been so much better ever since they redesigned the plastic bottle from green to clear because it tastes just so much purified, if that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever had anything that I've noticed a change in the color of the plastic, but like bottled Coke is way better. Like glass bottle Coke is way better than um the plastic, in my opinion. And then of course, I don't know if y'all knew this. Hey Bunny, good to see you. Zisu says perfect start to the 72-hour stream. Great job, Seth. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen. But um did y'all know that McDonald's has a special way that they serve their Coke? And a lot of people, that's why a lot of people say McDonald's Coke is better out of their fountain than anywhere else. Let's see. I may have already said this before, but I'm looking it up again. This is from Reader's Digest. It says this is why Coke tastes better at McDonald's than anywhere else. And it says McDonald's gets the same syrup delivered for their fountain machines that all restaurants get. There's no difference in the formula, and McDonald's does not add any special ingredients. The difference is that McDonald's takes better care of its Coca-Cola than most restaurants do. So, just to sum it up, the packaging is, oh, we're talking about packaging, Jacob. So here you go. Typically, restaurants get their soda syrups in plastic bags, but Coca-Cola does something different from McDonald's. They get Coke, uh, the chain gets its Coke syrup delivered in stainless steel tanks. The material keeps the soda fresher, and your tongue can taste the difference. And of course, it goes on and on and on, but that's basically the gist of it, is why McDonald's Coke tastes different. And I can't find any other place that does it like that. Let's see. Zishu says Cliff is ready to stream in 1 hour, right? Followed by Bunny. I think that's a great idea. Maybe we shouldn't do a 72 hour. Maybe we should just do like a 6 hour. I think we can handle that out of 3 or 4 people. Depending on what location you go to, they may add crack. You may be right, Zishu. Stand by, Wadley. Sorry about that. Let's see. Triple D says so. McDonald's can take care of the Coke machine, just not the ice cream machine. Yeah, maybe they need to get that Coke to take care of that part of it too. My tongue? They know my tongue? That's bizarre. Well. Let's see. Jacob says so. McDonald's can afford to make their Coke special, but can't seem to fix their ice cream machine. I've seen a few posts on Facebook where they'll ask for ice cream and they'll tell them that it's messed up, but it's not really messed up. Bunny says at the most 12 hours. Yeah. Yeah, Cliff, take a break from all that sorting that you love and go live. I know that's what's holding you back. I like water. There was a time I couldn't stand drinking water. I enjoy drinking water, but like especially first thing in the morning, a good carbonated drink just gives me a good kickstart because I'm not much of a coffee drinker. It has to be pretty cold and I have to have lots of sugar and lots of creamer. I usually like to have a caramel coffee and then I put in French vanilla creamer and that's pretty good. And of course, anytime you can have hot cocoa, that's even better. Triple D says it's snowing hard here now. Well, you don't have to get out and do nothing, do you, Triple D? Let's see. Let's see what the temperature is. It's definitely not snowing weather here. It's 55 here, but it is supposed to get down to 25 tomorrow, 18 on Saturday. 18 is pretty cold for around here. I think I may camp out in the nude. Let's see. Bunny says, well, now we're no longer friends if you don't drink coffee. Oh, come on. Dang, who would have thought a random live I'd find out that I ruined a friendship? Triple D says they're big flakes. It'd be cool if it snowed a little bit. I want enough to be able to tell that it snowed, not just like, where when the sun comes out it all melts. But at the same time, my wife has to drive for her job and I don't want her out driving in it. Because as much as I love her, she has a hard enough time driving with clear weather. Yeah, I do drink coffee, just probably not as much as you do, Bunny. I see. Zishu says it's not snowing there yet. Miss Bunny says no snow in the Ville. Zishu says let's all meet at Dude Juice place in 3 hours for burgers. I could go for a burger. I wish I had hamburgers to cook for dinner. That would be good. That'd be so good. Jacob said it started snowing here for the first time in 2023 on January 5th. Yes, I know it's 2024 now. So did it ever stop snowing? So I guess you're saying the first time in 2023. Yeah, bring a L8 for me. Depending on what we're doing, I might need to. Man, now I want a hamburger. What's everybody's favorite place to get a hamburger? I have to say, if I'm ranking fast food joints when it comes to hamburgers, I really like Checkers hamburgers. Their cheeseburgers are probably my favorite. Now, if you're counting non fast food, there's a local place here called Gary's, and that's where we go usually to get a hamburger, unless we just want to make it quick. Cliff said, my stove. I bet you do cook a good hamburger. Bet you did. Let's see. Jacob said it didn't snow at all the last half of 2023, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Culver's. I've heard of Culver's, but I've never been to one. I had to keep that in mind if I ever come close to a Culver's. I got to get me a hamburger. I used to be really funny about hamburgers and like hamburger meat, but I've gotten over it. I think it's because, and this was years ago, I had to have one of my back teeth toothus pulled, and we had hamburger helper like a couple nights later, and a piece of the hamburger got stuck down in the hole where the tooth used to be, and I couldn't get it out. So then I got really funny about eating ground beef. So like we don't put when we make spaghetti, we don't put ground beef in it. It's just the sauce straight out of the little jar. But I've gotten where I can eat it now, but it took me a while to get over it. I know that's weird. Yeah, Checkers is the same as Rallies. Yeah, they have really good cheese sticks, and their fries are good. We actually started buying the bags of Checkers fries from Walmart. They have them in the in the frozen section, and that's usually if we have hamburgers, we cook our own. And I'm really excited because we got an air fryer now, so I want to try them in the air fryer and see how they turn out. Because putting them in the oven, they're good, but they're just not as crispy good. So I'm hoping the air fryer is gonna make them taste pretty good. Triple D says, "What a burger! Really good burger joint. Plus, they have great fries." Never been there. Hold on a second again. It's a whole ordeal. The whole world is ending. Now they just finished watching. Apparently, there's a new season of Bluey that came out, so they were really excited about that and watched it. Let's see. Zisu says Hardee's has okay burgers. Hardee's is one of those places that I don't know if I've ever eaten anything except for breakfast there. Like Hardee's is one of those places that we didn't have around where we grew up. So usually, if we were traveling, we would hit up a Hardee's for breakfast. But I like their breakfast. See, Zishu says, I haven't had Sonic in years. Need to try that. I had Sonic last night, and Sonic burgers are pretty good, but I have a hard time not getting the extra long chili cheese coney. That's my favorite. And I'm not a big fan of their tater tots. I like their onion rings, but last night I had tater tots just to keep it simple. I say that. What actually happened was we were gonna just eat some leftover stuff around the house. So then when my wife was taking my girls to church, I fell asleep on in the chair, and when she got home, she had got me some Sonic because she loves me and I'm lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I see. Jacob says, I don't eat at Checkers since the one that was near me was known for making food that wasn't fully cooked. It closed down, but I still don't like eating Checkers. I can understand that. There's a local place around here called Wife Savers, and they cook like fried chicken, green beans, macaroni and cheese, kind of like the soul food type stuff. And we went there one time, and the chicken I got wasn't cooked all the way, and I just don't want to go back. That just ruined it for me. So we haven't been back. I need to give them another chance, but and it really stinks because every once in a while I want a good piece of fried chicken. And KFC is good, but it's not like a home cooked fried chicken. Cliff, I used to love Burger King Whoppers, but they changed something or something. They're not as good to me as they were. But none of my family likes Burger King, so it's not like I ever get a chance. But if I do go to Burger King, I like to get their original chicken sandwich, the one that comes like on the hoagie bun. That's my favorite. Zishu says he got burnt out on Burger King. Yeah, I've never been to Whataburger either. I don't think so. I went to Texas one time and ate at something I've never eaten before. It might have been a Whataburger. And Triple D agrees Hardee's has the best biscuits. And let's see. Hardee's breakfast is good. Bunny says, I'm sitting at a liquor store in the parking lot, and I cannot believe that we have drive-through liquor stores here in Kentucky. Yeah, there may be one somewhere near me, but I'm not sure if there is or not. I don't drink often, but when I do, I drink too much. Oh my gosh. Triple D says you used to eat Whoppers all the time. Man, that would be good. I would like to have a good old White Russian right now. Or, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. See, I could talk about food for hours. I love it. Food's my favorite. But if I'm becoming a diabetic, I got to cut out all the good stuff. All I'm going to be able to eat is kale and dandelions. Because you know what's messed up is there's some fruit and vegetables that you can't eat because they're high in sugar. What? Or high in carbs or whatever, however it works. Whatever. I'm just going to have to die. Look, I'm not going to be one that's like, no, I'll be okay. I'm either going to take the pill or take the shot, whatever I have to do. I knew this guy one time, we'd always laugh because he worked out all the time, but then he would sit down and eat an entire pizza by himself. And we're like, why do you do that? And he's like, well, I work out so I can do that. So it kind of made sense. Let's see. Bunny says Bluegrass is on the hunt for a cider that we both enjoyed. Let's see. Someone comment so I can read the rest of Bunny. Yeah, I know that stupid heart thing. Is there somebody we can contact about that? Somebody up in the high ups at YouTube and be like, look, the heart thing is dumb. You can't even read people's comments. They could at least move it over a little bit more or something. Crazy. Triple D says no, talking about diabetes. My doctor says my A1C is high. Well, I go see a psychiatrist and she sent me to get blood work done because some of the medicine I take to keep me sane is also killing me. So anyway, so she called me the other night to tell me that my A1C was high and that my blood sugar was high. And she kind of focused on the blood sugar more than the A1C. So I figured that the blood sugar part was the bigger deal. But it runs in my family. It does. And I eat whatever. Like I don't worry about it how bad it is for me. Funny says, you'll be fine. You don't have to die. Yes, cider was blocked. What's up, Scott's Blocks? Good to see you again. I don't know. I was just sitting around and didn't really have anything going on. And I was down. So I figured I'd go live and see all you wonderful people that popped in. I'm really surprised. I got 6 people watching. Got to put on a show. I feel the pressure. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not I cut out drinking soda and was doing really good for a while. But I've kind of got back to where I'm drinking it again. So I'm wondering if maybe if I just cut out drinking soda altogether again, if that would help. But she wants me to contact uh, a family care physician because I don't have one. Because the one I had, um, whatever, you all know me. I went to see if he when my old psychiatrist retired, I went to see if he could just refill my medicines for me. And as soon as I got there, they wanted to do blood work. And I'm like, I'm not doing blood work. I just need to see if he'll continue this. But anyway, since I wouldn't do blood work, they said they wouldn't see me anymore. So now I got to find another family care physician, and I don't even know where to start. I don't want to fool with it. I don't want to have to go in there and them tell me that I got to take 6 new medications, but I guess I'm going to have to. Thanks, Scott. Let's see. Zizou said I made it home from the post office just in time. Let's see. Bunny says my next appointment is not till May. I have all the time. That's one thing. I love my mama, and this is going to sound bad, but my mom has diabetes, and like she'll kind of eat and drink whatever she wants until about 2 weeks before she has to go back to see the doctor. And then she's real strict for those 2 weeks. And I'm like, I get it. Cause you don't want it to be really bad, but that's kind of cheating the system, and it's not going to help you out in the long run. We do need do Jude. We do need some do Jude. I think he had to go back to work today. Zizou says, Bunny, next appointment is your spot on the 72, right? Okay. Yeah. Maybe we all need to get together and change YouTube. Get the heart gone. Get the like buttons to automatically go to 12 so dude you can hit 13. What are you doing, Brett? I asked because I'm interested. Because I see you keep changing the train stuff. One minute I think it's all together. The next minute, sorry, but next minute it's not. Hey Charlie, good to see you. Are you glad to be home? I know Bunny's glad for you to be home. Bunny, you and I are cut from the same cloth. Are you sure you're not from Wisco or Wisconsin? Nah, I'm from down south in South Georgia. Actually, I'm not from South Georgia. It was more middle Georgia, right on the South Carolina line. Scott said I was number 4. Thank you for that. Thumbs up, guns up, or whatever. See, Brett says building the council layout. The trains are all changing tomorrow, buddy. Well, at least you stay busy with everything. I've hit just a lull. I'm not inspired to build anything. I got stuff. What I need to do. This is what I need to do. I got some stuff I need to sort. So I got plenty of stuff to sort. I got the Johnny 5 that I have got to get put back together. I've been putting it off just because I have to sort out all the pieces, and it's going to take up all this space. And ever since Christmas, I've had junk everywhere. I got to get on it. I got to just quit putting it off and get on it, but not right now. not going to do it. Not going to do it. Okay. Zissou says it's snowing here now. All because of Triple D. Thanks, Triple D. Bluegrass says, leave me in Florida till March. I lost my lid to my water, which normally wouldn't be a problem, but I'm bad about knocking stuff over. I guess that had to give me a reason to clean up. I don't know. Winter. You're in a different place than I am. So the winter here is not as cold. We don't hardly get any snow ever. So I like the winter time because I stay hot most of the time. But I got this whatever you call them, a beanie or whatever. So I had my beanie on, and then I had a hooded coat on when I picked up my daughter and her friend from school the other day. And when they got in their car, her friend said, "You look like a stalker." I was like, "Thanks a lot." But yeah, I like cold weather. I don't think I like, like it's supposed to get down to 18, like I said earlier. That's a little cold. See, Scott says I need to fix the elevation difference between my mills and regular base plates so my track will work for my trains. Huh. Yeah, I don't can't help you there. You'll get it figured out. So you don't want to make I'd have to see what you're talking about. You can figure it out though if anybody can. Zisu says, Charlie, shush. The snow will hear you. I love it. Triple D's been working on the stairs for the museum. You just taking your time with that build? I'm terrible about just building something all at one time, which is why I don't have anything to build. Because I just build it up. No face tats? Who are you talking to? Would y'all still love me if I had face tattoos? Just wondering. Yeah, Scott said, you sound like me, Seth. We never see snow and we're always hot. Yeah. Face tats to go with the beanie. Oh, there you go. That's what I need. Maybe if I had face tattoos, I'd be more successful in life. Seems like all the musical stars that make it real big have face tattoos and a long history of drug abuse. I think that's where I really went wrong because I feel like when I write, I can write from different perspectives that I've never gone through. But maybe if I would have actually gone through some of it, that I could really write. Like if I'd actually had a drug addiction or was an alcoholic, or if I almost said something I shouldn't say. Let's see. Scott says not all my track is on mills. I just need to make a slope under the track. Yep. Okay. Okay. Well, what should I get as a face tattoo? If you had to get a face tattoo, what would you get? I don't know. We'll stay away from the teardrops because I think that means you have to kill people, and we're not about killing people. Killing me softly with his song. That was terrible. It's something like that though. Triple D says the museum has 4 base plates, so time is much needed. Goodness gracious. I really like the museum. If I had the room for it, I want a city. It may happen eventually. Our garage is filled with junk, boxes that need to be thrown out, broken. Like we have a whole bed set out there that needs to be just gotten rid of. So if we ever get it cleaned out, I may be able to set up a little city out there, but I would have to seal the garage doors better because there's still dust and dirt still gets in from the doors. Let's see. Scott says, well, at least I have one of those boxes checked. Seth should create a fake persona for his music. Well, I don't know. I had a friend that used to call me Young Tappin because my dad and his brothers they didn't go by their real names, they went by nicknames. So my dad's nickname was Tappin or Terrapin, it depended on who said it. So a buddy of mine used to call me Young Tappin. So if I was ever a real rapper and needed a persona, I would go by Young Tappin. Like tat 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 tat, even though I can't do that. A s'more? So you'd get a s'more tattoo? A Lego brick right up under the eye. Make it a 2x4. Lego vintage dragon tat. Have y'all seen the guy? His name is Brett, and he has tattoos on his arms, and it's the leaf pieces, and they're like connected down his arm. It looks pretty cool to me. Oh, so Bunny already has tattoos. I don't have any. There was one point in my life that I wanted to have one. I actually drew one out, and then I chickened out. So Scott says, I wish I could put my city in the garage. It gets way too hot for that. That would be the other issue is the heat. I don't know. If I had plenty of money, I would just seal off the doors because we don't use our garage anyway, because neither one of our cars fit in the garage. I don't understand it, but it's a two car garage. If you pull on the left side, that's where the door is to go in the house. And to get the car far enough in there to close the door, you basically have to slide like Bo and Luke Duke, yeah, on the hood of the car to get around it. And on the other side is our washer and dryer, and you can't open the doors if the car is pulled in there. So it's just dumb, 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 dumb. But I would love to seal the doors off and put some sort of air conditioning out there. I mean, we could put some window units or something. Zisu says Young Tappin sounds like someone who people listen when they're talking. Like elevator music. Leaf pieces sleeves sound very cool. It looks cool. Um, his Brett something, I can't remember. I follow him on Instagram. Oh, Bunny says I don't have any. I guess you're saying you want several tats. Yeah, I don't know. We joked about getting tattoos when we went to Nashville, and I told my wife, I said, "Is it okay if I get a Lego brick tattoo?" And she said, "Well, I'm not going to be there to hold your hand." So I was like, "That's a good point. I don't do well with pain." Move, heart, get out of the way. Is that a period? Um. Oh, okay. I got confused there. Talking about the heart again. People would listen to Young tapping. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know. Things were going. Not that I'm saying that the music was great, but I had all these ideas flowing into my head a year ago. So I was just doing all kind of music stuff, and it's kind of stopped. It's like it left me. Maybe I'd been taken over by a demon. Oh, needed to see if Bunny said tots or tats. Now I'll take some tots. I like tater tots. It's always Bunny that the heart is trying to censor. Well, maybe it's because she has a big heart. Maybe so. My parents would flip out if I got any kind of tattoo. So the thing about it is I would have to, if I got a tattoo, I'd have to get it somewhere where clothes would cover it up because I'm a chicken and I'm still afraid of my mom and dad. But there's really no part of me that I want people to see anyway. So even if I put on my back, I don't want to have to take my shirt off and people see me. Like when I go swimming, I wear a shirt. I don't want people seeing my ugliness. That's mom. Mom messaging me. She must have heard me talking about her. She said, "You better not get a tattoo." I'm just kidding. Yeah, where is Dude Jude? I don't know what time zone he's in, but it's after 5 here. Bunny says, "I'm afraid of Grandma Badger Brick." Yeah, yeah. It's kind of funny because my dad he was the one who would give us, we called them whoopings, but it was a spanking with a belt, you know. But my mom has always been good at doing the guilt trips. So like if you do something wrong, I don't know, she's just good at doing guilt trips. Let's see, Zizou says Seth needs to get a temporary face tat. Lots of them just to see what his mom's reaction. She wouldn't believe they're real. That would be pretty funny though. There was one time when I went to the beach with my wife's family before we were married. There was one that people doing the airbrush tattoos, you know, where they have the stencil and they would airbrush it and it would stay on there for a couple days or whatever. I got a shark because I like sharks, but I'm not cool enough for tattoo. Bunny says she's not afraid to put you in your place. Yep. Yep. I was telling my mom last night about the blood sugar. I wasn't going to say anything, but whatever. She goes through it too. So I mentioned the blood sugar thing, and she had to give me a lecture about how I need to do what I need to do because I got two girls to take care of and I got to be there for them. And I mean, she's right, but that's not what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear, well, you only live once. I'm just kidding. I don't, I don't know what I wanted to hear, but like I said, she can't really say a whole lot because she behaves a week or two before she has to have her blood work done just to see if that will make it turn out better. Yeah, I she says she'll let me no matter. The only thing she's ever said was if I got arrested, she would not bail me out, and I don't believe that. And I'm kind of interested to maybe try that out and see if I ever got arrested if she would actually bail me out. I've been good. I've never been arrested. I figure I could do a little something bad and get off pretty easy because I don't have a criminal record. But I really don't know what I'd want to do. I would want to make it worth it. Zisu needs ice cream. Dude, go make you a snow cone. People do that, don't they? Just don't eat the yellow snow. Just don't eat the yellow snow. Yeah. All I do is sleep. I mean, uh I woke up at 11 or 11:30 and I don't even know how long I was up, but then I just went and sat in the chair and turned on the TV and went back to sleep and slept until a little after 2, and I had to go pick the girls up from school, and I got them home, gave them their little snacks for after school. You said, okay, Bunny, you said the same thing to Bluegrass about the yellow snow? Yellow flavored snow, says Bluegrass. Zishu says, I don't have condensed cream or whatever it is and vanilla extract. Could use some for snow cream. Yeah, I don't know what all it takes. But anyway, so I got them fed and then they went upstairs to watch Bluey. So I was just going to take me a nap. I said, you know what? I'll go live and see what happens. And so far, this is what has happened. And I appreciate everybody that's here. I didn't know that anybody would show up. So that's cool. We got some ice cream in the freezer. It was Christmas ice cream. It's some kind of gingerbread, whatever. So it's got pieces of gingerbread in it. And the first time I ate it, I really liked it. But the second time, it was something about it I didn't care for. So I haven't had any more of it. I'm a real simple, plain person. Like I like to have vanilla bean if you're nasty, but I do like vanilla. I'm pretty plain. Sometimes I like to put caramel on vanilla ice cream. Oh, Bunny says I said the same thing to Bluegrass about not bailing him out of jail. Well, I don't know. It's a tough thing. I can tell y'all a story here in a minute. Let me finish reading the comments. Let's see. Seth has never had snow cream. It's so good. I have not. I have not had snow cream. Not in the right area, I suppose. So, bailing out of jail. When I was in college, I think it was my sophomore year, I had a roommate, and it was a college town. So you walk down to the bars, and most of the bars would let you drink, even though they know you weren't old enough to drink. So it's us and a couple of friends of ours. A couple of friends came from out of town, and we're going downtown to hang out. And before we left the room, I said, act like y'all got some sense. I ain't bailing nobody out of jail. So anyway, we go downtown. Everybody does their little drinking thing. And then we end up back at a dorm room of one of our friends. Well, my roommate don't know how to hold his liquor. So as soon as we get there, he gets sick everywhere. So they pick him up and they put him in the shower. They don't run the shower. They just put him in the shower, leave him there for a few minutes. And then we went in there to try to get him up, and he started swinging, trying to hit us. So I said, forget this. So me and this girl I was seeing at the time, we left. Well, anyway, it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I got a phone call from one of my friends saying that my roommate had gotten arrested. I said, "Oh well, I ain't bailing him out." Looking back on it, I kind of feel like a jerk, but at the same time, I'm not his mama. It ain't my responsibility. I told him to act like he had some sense. Some people just anyway. He's been arrested several times since then for being drunk in public. But anyway, so that was crazy. So I didn't bail him out. I'm surprised. Like he wasn't mad at me, which was cool. Which wouldn't have done any good if he was mad at me. Let's see. Bunny says, and I'm spelling his name like this now. Bluegrass. I think it still works. Bluegrass, or whatever. Didn't need bail the last time you were in jail. Is that what you're saying? Are those books? Story time. Let's pronounce it like it's French. Bleu. Bleu grass. Is that how you would say it? Bleu. Bleu. She said, nope, he got himself in the weeds. He can get out. That's a hard word to say. Recognizance. Yeah, release. Well, it was kind of bad because one of the people that came to hang out was one of my friends from my childhood, and her and this other girl was the ones that actually went and picked him up. I don't know if they had to pay anything or not. Whatever. What I told him not to get drunk and act like an idiot, and he did it. And it wasn't the first, and it wasn't the last. But I had priorities. I was a straight A student. Not really. I did good in high school. College was a totally different thing. Totally different. Yeah, that fool would have listened to some young tapping, some little tapping. Sacre bleu. Let's see. I love me some blue cheese. Uh, I I don't know that I've given blue cheese a fair shot. A place I used to work at O'Charlie's. I don't know if y'all know what O'Charlie's restaurant is. I think they've all gone under now, but they had a black and blue salad, which was steak and of course whatever salad, and then it had blue cheese crumbles. And I always got it without the blue cheese crumbles because I didn't think I liked blue cheese. So maybe I need to. That's okay. That's right, bluegrass. Maybe I need to give blue cheese a chance. That's what I'm talking about. I had to retire from the game. No more PPP for me. No more PPP. Blue cheese on steak. That's something else. So I like prime rib, and I know a lot of people eat prime rib, and you get the au jus. But do y'all get the horseradish stuff? Like, are y'all into horseradish? I feel like some of you might be. I can't do the horseradish. It's not necessarily the flavor. I think it's just kind of a little spicy, maybe. Zissou said I would possibly try blue cheese on steak. Never have. No, that was really good without the blue cheese crumbles. Horseradish. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's what I said was horseradish. Sorry. Stand by, Wadley. I gotta hop up for a minute. I'll be right back. Talk among yourselves. Molly says she's not feeling good. I don't know. She said her tummy isn't feeling good. Let's see. Scott says I'm allergic to mold, so no blue cheese for me. And Zishu says, oh no, that's tragic. And potato. It's National Popcorn Day. Well, I had popcorn last night. I may have to have some more today. I like some popcorn. Just the plain old Walmart theater butter popcorn. Speaking of, I know we're getting back on food again. Well, I don't know if we ever stopped talking about food, but to me, it's been a long time since I went to the theater. But to me, the popcorn in the theater just ain't what it used to be. It just does not taste as good to me. I would much rather just have some bag popcorn at home. But that may just be me. But to me, it tasted stale. It just wasn't good. I said bluegrass, I think is saying it's tomorrow. Scott said when I was a chef at the Hilton, I had to deal with blue cheese. Not good. So just touching it bothers you too, Scott? I think Scotty Too Hottie can do anything. So it doesn't surprise me he's a chef. Royal King popcorn. Nom nom. What exactly is that? That's a brand? That this this tin right here is actually from Christmas when you can buy the tins with the different flavored popcorn. I love it. It was very good. Always very good. Let's see who messaged me. My wife says she's on the way. I don't know where she is. That's one thing about her. I love her, but she'll tell me she's on the way, but I have no idea how far away she is. Hey, Miss Ingrid. Good to see you. So, I mean, she could be here in 10 minutes. It could be 30 minutes, but it's okay. She's going to be late getting home today. She never knows what her schedule is going to be. Some days she's home at 5. Some days she gets home at 3. Some days it's 7. Just never know. Let's see. Bunny says they have a popcorn machine thing and pop it themselves and bag and sell it. And Scott says, yeah, the mold spores got to me. I broke out in hives. Good grief. I dated a girl that was allergic to cinnamon. And when we worked at a steakhouse together and they had that cinnamon butter. So she always got out of doing that, scooping out the cinnamon butter into the cups because she was allergic. I think she was just an idiot. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that was a disaster. Many disasters. I've gotten to some situations that I don't know how in the world I got in them. And Lord, I'm glad I got out of them. Hola, Senor Ingrid. All my favorite people are here, says Miss Ingrid. And Miss Bunny says, same now that you're here, Ingrid. Don't be offended that I'm calling you Miss Bunny. I'll try to stop, but it's just in my southern hospitality. You haven't married bluegrass. Well, I'm sure my wife would say the same about me. Craziness. I don't know what time she's going to be home, but we're having chicken. It's been decided because that's what I took out of the freezer. I might could grill it. I don't know. What do you think I should do? Should I grill the chicken or should we do shake and bake? We haven't had shake and bake in a long time, and it would probably be a lot easier. I don't know. Grilling's not really a big deal either. Bunny said, dude, you couldn't offend me. Let's see. Triple D says Royal King is like a farm supply store, Seth, but they do have really good free popcorn. Well, heck yeah, that makes it even better. Even better. Um, Zishu says, Ingrid, we're all meeting at Jude's in 2.5 hours for burgers. Juju doesn't know yet. I think I've gotten grilling burgers down. We just haven't. I buy the pre-made patties, like the fresh pre-made patties, just because they're easier. And I've gotten down to where I can cook those pretty good. Gotten to where I can cook those pretty good, but we don't have any. It's time to go to the grocery store again. We're out of bread. Out of nowhere, my kids started eating ham sandwiches. And I'm very glad because that's a good thing to eat. You know, it's getting the protein and everything. And my oldest actually can fix her own, which makes it even better. But just out of nowhere, so we're going through bread and ham like there's no tomorrow. And I've been eating some too. Like a grilled ham and cheese sandwich is good stuff. Bluegrass says Rural King's got the cute chicks too. I better not go over there then. I fall in love easy. Zishu says, I bet Charlie makes a mean burger. They got little ducklings in there. Like we have what's called a Tractor Supply. I don't know if it stretches out where y'all are, but Tractor Supply sells chicks. I don't remember if they have ducklings. Charlie also has a madhouse. Let's shift it. Shift. What? Oh, yeah. After the hamburgers, we'll go to Madhouse. Yeah. Lamb sliders. That sounds pretty good. On Hawaiian rolls. Ooh, that does sound good. I don't know that. I think I had lamb on a cruise one time, and I don't think that counts. It was good. I didn't dislike it, but I don't think that counts. I want to have some real good stuff. Bunny made a ham. Yeah, this is just sandwich meat slices. But I'm glad they're eating them. Let's see. Miss Inger said my favorite way to cook chicken is in a pan with water, boil it, cooked, then add tomatoes, seasoning, potatoes, and a vegetable. That's fancy. That might be a little too fancy for me. I'm probably dumping a can of green beans in a pot, and if they're lucky, I might do some other side. We'll have to see. Oh, Miss Bunny corrected it. We made a ham. Yeah, I agree with Zisu. It does sound good. I would definitely try it. I don't know if I'll try to cook it though. So do you pull the chicken like into do you shred the chicken when it's done or you take the whole piece of chicken with the goodies and eat it that way? Hamburger helper for a side. I'm in. I do like hamburger helper. The girls love hamburger helper, but they love the tomato basil. They've never had a different kind. We have a different kind because we got the wrong ones one time when we ordered off of Walmart's website, and I want to try it. What are you getting sick on now, Bunny? Did I say something wrong? Oh, is it a hamburger helper? Um, yeah, I don't know if we would like it because when me and my wife first got married, that's all we ate was hamburger helper because I didn't know how to cook nothing. I'd never cooked anything in my life, so we had a lot of hamburger helper and we had a lot of Voila. Y'all know what Voila is? It comes in the frozen bag. They have different kinds like a cheesy chicken and Alfredo. And we got burnt out on those real quick. So it was a long time before we started eating hamburger helper again. You eat the whole piece with the goodies. I bet it is good, Miss Ingrid. Lamb burgers with tzatziki. Is that how you would say it? Z. Yeah. Molly especially loves the hamburger helper. Stroganoff hamburger helper. Yeah. I forget what kind we have. The wrong one that we got. I forget what flavor it is. But we may have that. Let's see, today's Thursday. I don't know. Eventually. We got a gift card to go to Olive Garden. I want to go to Olive Garden, but the problem is my wife never knows what time she's going to be home. Um, but I don't know. We don't do much on the weekends. Well, we eat tomato basil hamburger helper. If you haven't tried it, you might want to, because like I said, I'm not a fan of many of the other ones, but that one's a winner. My mother doesn't like hamburger helper, but she knew that my youngest liked it. So one time when we went to visit, she made some for her. And then my mama tried some of it and decided she liked it. So she's eating it. Ooh, see now, manwich, that's one of those things. Growing up, I wouldn't eat sloppy joes or manwich because I felt like they were too, I don't know, they're too sloppy. I know that's stupid to say, but anyway, I haven't tried them in my adulthood. So it may be something I actually enjoy. I guess we'd have to see. We'd have to check it out. But I don't know, because doesn't the manwich mix, doesn't it have like little pieces of onions? I don't know. Might be pretty good. It would be something different. That's the biggest part about it. It would be something different. Because I'm always looking for something different because I'm tired of the same old, same old. Let's see. Triple D said, I just fixed me a Jack's pizza with extra cheese and green olive. Not a big olive fan. I don't really know why. Extra cheese. Miss Singer said, I was invited to a restaurant for my birthday, but then uninvited because Sal had COVID last week and they are all afraid I have cooties. Well, I hope you don't have the COVID cooties. And I hope that Sal is feeling okay. You're going to order Chinese, Bunny? We had Chinese. I don't remember what day, but it was towards the beginning of the week, I think. I know you kids like them extra sloppy. Yeah, there's onion. There's Mrs. Seth home from work. Hold on just a second. Thanks for letting me know. I turned the camera back on, but I didn't turn the mic back on. That's how good I am. So I thought you said last night, Miss Ingrid, that today was your birthday. Did I misunderstand that? You're on mute, bro. Thank y'all. I'm a little slow. I'm new to this, y'all. Let's see, Bunny. Yep, not my fave, but it's been so long that I've forgotten how they taste, so I throw back a few. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had one. There was a point in my life I drink anything with alcohol in it, so let's see. Miss Ingrid said, anyone know how to read lips? I think he said my donkey has the chicken pox. Oh man. Well, I do have to get going because the wife is home and we got to figure out dinner since it's almost 6 o'clock here. And usually we've already, well, I don't know. Sometimes we eat around 6:30. All depends on what time my wife gets home. Well, I'm sorry you have to stay at home, but maybe safer to do that and you can party some other time. But let's go ahead and sing happy birthday for Miss Ingrid. Everybody in the chat on the top. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Ingrid. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Well, anyway, thanks so much for everybody that popped in here. It's been a fun hour and a few minutes after. So we hope to see y'all tonight on this Thursday. Yeah, who's your stream? Hopefully everybody will be there tonight and love you all. Let's see, how do we end this? Bye.